Hello, all. Welcome to the discussion on India and its commitment to the climate change. So, we will be speaking about what India has done till now and what else could be done to tackle the climate change, which has becoming a great problem for the countries worldwide and also for India. Coming to the climate change in India, India is ranked fourth among the list of most affected countries due to climate change for 2 decades from 1996 to 2005. On an average, every citizen in India accounts for emission of 2.5 tons of greenhouse gases per year. And adding to it, India accounts for 7% of global emission of greenhouse gases among the world countries. So it becomes a imminent threat that if we don't control the rate at which greenhouse gases are emitted, then it's going to be a big problem for India and the universe.
I think to add on to your point, I think the mere concept of what a climate change is pretty unclear with our generation. So I think the climate change basically what it means is that there's a substantial change in the climate of the region or a globe on a higher level. Okay, so people usually consider this to be another day activity and something that you can easily neglect, but it is not. It is a red flag towards the upcoming global warming, which can be a huge threat to the entire world population. So this cannot be something that you just let go of and think about that we'll deal with it when the time comes. It is something that needs steps to be taken from the initial stage itself. That's what I think.
Adding to what Surbi just mentioned, and I'm glad that she spoke about the global warming, because I think that is something that we cannot exclude when we are talking about climate change. And since our topic actually deals about the steps India is taking or India should take in order uh, to to like curb this climate change, so I would say that as we all know, the Indian government has uh, like have given out a lot of policies for in order to curb the greenhouse gases. For example, we all know that we are moving towards sorry, we are moving towards electric vehicles, and in order to have more electric vehicles, we have policies like FAME rolled out by the Indian government, faster adoption and manufacturing of electric vehicles. So basically, I think that the government is quite aware and is taking initiatives so as to have more and more plans so that we can move towards a society which is less dependent on chlorofluorocarbons. That is my take, that the Indian government is taking steps towards it.
Yeah, so as Soumya said, that Indian government is taking steps. So Indian government is also trying to reach the target of of Paris Agreement, as it was targeted to 2030, but India is trying to reach it way before 2030. It has also made plans of converting from less efficient LED bulbs so that we can save 38 million tons of carbon emission. And then India has also been trying to do like modern techniques for irrigation and using less pesticides for plants so that we can even save soil. Soil can be healthy. So even everything that, like, not only water, we are like not only caring about the water pollution, air pollution, we should also care about the soil pollution. So I guess we have been taking steps. Government is also taking steps. As an individual, we also need to take steps, like we need to see we are depositing, like disposing plastic properly, because that is causing a lot of not only land pollution but also water pollution. And if we burn it, it is also causing air pollution. So one element is causing this many pollution. So if we individually take a single step, that can save like three different problems, and that could be helpful for future also.
Yeah, as rightly discussed by everyone, even Shreyas mentioned a lot of things like regarding the plastic center. I accept to all of this, and in order to add on, apart from all this, even I feel that the maximum of the emissions that we get today are from transportation, and we know that everything is based on the petrol and diesel. Though there is a lot of change towards the electric vehicles, it is not a single day or a night change. It has to take a gradually. this climate change has to take by a step by step, a change by change. And I think every step that we take today or tomorrow with that, it gives a very big impact one day. It is a gradual process rather than an instantaneous process. So, in order to put up this, government of India not only is taking up projects which has the scope of a large thing, but also on the minute thing that regarding the disposal of the municipal and agricultural things. And now it is going to take it up in the form of the biogas that we can use instead of using the other petroleum products, which has a lot of carbon emissions. I think this is one of the most important the government of India has taken.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think,
adding to
sure, go ahead.
Adding to Meenakshi's points, I would also like to say that the Indian government is taking stringent measures to combat the climate change. The National Energy Plan was devised in accordance with the Paris Agreement, and it has set a target of 2 degrees Celsius global warming temperature. And the Paris Agreement has also advised India that if it could cut its energy production through coal-fired power plants, then India has a bright chance to set a target of 1.5 degrees Celsius global warming temperature. And India, in addition to all these measures, has also pledged to meet 40% of its energy needs through non-fossil fuel power means like solar power plants and wind energy power plants and natural gas and all other things. In addition to this, Indian Railways has also pledged to achieve 100% electrification of railway lines by 2023. These are all the measures that are taken from the government side to combat this climate change and emission of greenhouse gases. And we, as citizens, can also pitch in this noble initiatives by preferring public modes of transport and cutting all the other means of emissions as an individual in achieving the goal.
As Ramprashan rightly said, so this, I think this is more of a multilateral effort kind of thing. We can't just sit behind and expect the government to do the entire work for us. We should take initiatives from our sides as well in order to try and curb this as much as possible. It can start something very basic, say creating awareness about it. There are quite some people around us who do not even know much about this phenomena. So educating them and telling them how they can try and curb this will be a great step forward. Also, something as simple as saving water what we use, or using renewable sources of energy. These are very small steps, but if majority of us are able to try and do it, we can help India achieve this in a much greater extent and a much speedier level.
I would like to, like, if it's okay with everyone, I can maybe conclude it with our discussion.
Yeah.
So, Surabhi actually very rightly mentioned that it's not single thing that we have to focus on. It has a lot of dynamics, and I would like to just cover one more point in this. The thing that we are going through since last 1.5 years, that's COVID. And under this pandemic situation, we have kind of, as an individuals, realized that how important environment is to us, because we have somehow disturbed the ecosystem, which as a result of which we are under this situation right now. And also during these 1.5 years, we have experienced the positive effects into the environment due to the lack of pollution in various aspects, whether it was air pollution or water pollution. So we have rightly understood that it's the need of the hour to understand and to work towards environment, to save the environment for our future generations. So I think it will be a collaborative effort of individuals and the government on the global level as well as the national level. So I think that was the discussion from our group. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you all.